Welcome back, everybody, here for round two of Modern Mondays. We are Portland Paper, and this is Guardian Games. I'm Urchin Collie, and I am casting tonight with.
Ian Lunger.
All right. So, our round two matchup has our very own Travis Cooper, who you love to hear from on Modern Mondays, facing off against Quentin Wilebski on Amulet Titan. So, we had Urza round one, and now we've got Prime Time.
Yay, my prime times. Although I haven't touched prime time since it became cool to play prime time. They've sat in their sleeves. For those um, that have watched this stream a number of times, people will notice that Travis has a new tattoo on his arm.
He does. Not the insect. That one's been there.
Yep. There's another one. So
Is this creepy?
if you look very
Is this
closely,
creepy?
you'll kind of be able to like figure out what the other one is, but you're only going to get small glimpses of it. So
It's just a little tease. No, Travis today, not on Boggles. I do love how easy it is to tell Travis about Boggles. So here's Travis. That hand has no lands in it. We're going to ship it back. Quentin looking at Amulet of Vigor, Castle Garen Brig, Once Upon a Time, Azusa Lost but Seeking, Summoner's Pact, Primeval Titan, I believe is the draw. Oh, two Castle Garen Brigs. So he's got two lands and a Once Upon a Time. And an Amulet, Azusa, Primetime, Summoner's Pact. I think you're keeping that?
oh yeah, for sure. It looks very keepable. I think it's not keepable without Once Upon a Time, but that card's busted, and it's going to find Quentin what he needs.
Yep. So he is missing a bounce land, but not for long in all likelihood.
Yep.
How much does Amulet even rely on bounce lands now with the Dryad package?
Ooh, it's a good question. Haven't watched enough of the Dryad package to see, but the bounce lands are still the acceleration part. That with the Dryad, you still are playing. I think most people are still playing at least 4 Simic Growth Chambers, and usually one or two other bounce lands. It's really Castle Garenbrig that has kind of changed how people see the bounce land, as that's kind of been the card that a lot of people have subbed in for bounce lands.
Yep. And notably, Quinn did pick up exactly that Simic Growth Chamber off the Once Upon a Time. He cast for free. Tapped Castle Garen Brig. Travis just going to play a Scalding Tarn and pass. Here's Amulet of Vigor.
From a theoretical perspective, I'm honestly not a very big fan of Castle Garenbrig, but I think people are playing it now partly because one of the major pieces of hate for this deck is Damping Sphere, and I think Garenbrig really lets you work around Damping Sphere a lot better than having like 8 or 9 bounce lands does.
Okay, and notably, Quentin's Amulet did not hit the battlefield. It was exiled by a Force of Negation from Travis, pitching Force. Happy to go down 2 cards to slow Quentin. Damping Sphere does stop the Garen Break, but if you're playing Garen Break, you're not as all in on the bounce lands. So yeah, I think the whole idea is if your Garen Break shut off, you're only losing 1 mana
Do we
rather
get to
than
remind
relying.
Travis that he needs to do the life total?
Oh, do we get to shame Travis?
I'll do it.
Oh, I can't wait. Can I go shame Travis?
No, I'm gonna do it for him. If he forgets twice, then we can get him.
Okay. I'm not hoping for that. So Quentin gonna run out of Sakura Tribe Scout. Not what you want this late in the game, but here it is. It's gonna get lightning bolted. Probably better than that Azusa getting bolted.
Yeah, I know. Travis
Yeah.
likes to fake us out. Actually, he did tell us that
Look at
he
that bolt, by the
recently
way.
did play Jeskai with the spaghetti package, so with Through the Breach Emrakul.
He wasn't a
which-
fan of the spaghetti dinner, turns out.
Yeah, but
He-
he did say the reactions to him playing something that's not just straight Jeskai control were kind of interesting. And also, maybe once every blue moon, Travis will be on not blue moon.
Yeah, but he's just that kind of guy.
Yeah.
So
Once in a while, Travis will actually play like some really degen graveyard deck just to really get him.
he did that in Pioneer briefly. Anyway, here's gonna be just Island Pass from Travis sitting on 3 mana. Quinn's got a lot of options here. He's got another Castle Garen Break. He's got another Simic Growth Chamber. Here's Azusa Lost but Seeking. Spell Snare, not going to hit that one. 3 more land drops available. Haven't used one yet. Growth Chamber, Bounce, Castle Garen Break. Still don't have a forest to bring that in up. But here's both again playing 3-land Monty here. Where's the Queen? Follow the Queen.
German Garryoak noting that the Garen Briggs didn't necessarily replace the bounces. Yeah, I think there definitely were some not direct replacement there. Um, I know for myself, I was running a couple extra bounces, so in my build they replaced them, and I was also running things like Crumbling Vestige.
So,
Um,
noting back at the match, Travis here ends, if you missed that, using a fetch land on his turn to get a Mystic Sanctuary, top his Force of Negation, cast a Jason Brainstorm, which I believe let him pick up that Force of Negation. He's found a couple bolts as well. He topped the one of his bolts. Azusa's pretty much done her damage here without an Amulet in play. So I think that makes sense. Also, here's Primeval Titan, by the by. Forest looking pretty bad right now.
yeah, Travis really hoping that Quentin's way of getting to the prime time was Summoner's Pact here.
Well, it was not, but he didn't have a lot of other options, so I can't blame him for trying to take this line.
Yep.
Not looking good for the home team. Am I allowed to call Travis the home team?
Sure.
The plaid team. Notably, Travis also rocking the plaid. We, in fact, have a dress code here at Portland Paper. We do not have a dress code. We just all can't.
So Quentin opting for Valakut and Cavern of Souls. I like the Cavern of Souls. Valakut seems like a great contingency plan if Quentin is sitting on a Dryad in hand.
He's a Summoner's Pact in hand.
Okay.
So that'll do it.
But the Pact will run right into the Force of Negation that Quentin knows about.
It will.
But I think you're still covering some bases. I don't know. I don't know if I like getting the Valakut here.
We see another Primeval Titan as well. He's found the Dryad.
Wow.
It's actually
He has-
already in hand. We
yeah,
found the Dryad.
So he has
Two.
wow,
He has
that's
a
so
second prime
good.
time, a Summoner's Pact, and a Dryad. I don't
Yeah.
know if Travis can beat this.
Yeah,
He is the best
right. Yeah,
I have ever
that'd be pretty
seen.
amazing.
He's picked up a Path to Exile to Stabcaster Mage, which
I
is
was-
pretty good, but
I generally like going on the Field of the Dead plan better than the Valakut plan in a matchup like this, as I think it goes long, and I think I prefer the Field of the Dead plan in a game that goes longer. But
why not just bolt Travis out of the game?
well, I think it takes a bit to do that, and I think getting Travis's like walkers. Yeah, I don't like the Valakut is very contingent on having the Dryad on the battlefield. But it's
That's
also
fair.
possible that Quentin's kind of setting up just to get some red mana to maybe get one of his haste lands. I assume he's not playing the Slayer Stronghold here and is instead playing
The other one,
yeah,
the red tab haste.
right.
Good point. Noting that Quentin has enough duplicate named lands that field is a little slow as well. Hanwar Battlement is the red tap, give a creature haste. Picked up another Dryad. Quentin here refuses not to have it all. Travis topped the path, so he'll have access to 3 Path to Exiles, but that's just a lot. Would we consider streaming coverage of the MCQ? It has not yet been considered to my knowledge. Is that Pioneer? Is that standard? What MCQ? No, we have not considered it. I'm not sure that we wouldn't consider it, but we have not heretofore.
Yeah, Mondays have been kind of good nights for us, and it can be hard to hit on other nights as everybody's got jobs and other things, and I work Trailblazers, and there are a lot of NBA games on weekends.
Yeah, we're boring adults who get tired and stuff. Yeah. Travis here scoops it up in the face of literal everything from Quentin's Amulet deck. Let's see what they're going to be working with game 2. I believe Travis sent along his deck list if you want to pull that up. We got the insider knowledge. But taking a look at what Quentin has as options: 2 Dismember, 1 Reclamation Sage, a Radiant Fountain, a Tireless Tracker, a Ramunap Excavator, a Field of the Dead, presumably the second, 2 Force of Vigor, 3 Mystical Dispute, 2 Beast Within, and an Engineered Explosives. Love those mystical disputes. Are you in for Beast Within as well? Are you in for Beast Within?
Uh, yes. Sorry.
All right. Are you in for Tireless Tracker? Nah, there's removal. Not really in for Tireless Tracker, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, though.
No.
I don't know. All right. We're going to get a look
Trying to
real quick
bring.
here at Travis's list. See if I can pull it up. I got it. So Travis's sideboard here, 1 Ceremonious Rejection, 1 Dispel, 2 Surgical Extraction, 1 Celestial Purge, 1 Dovin's Veto, 1 Flash Freeze, 2 Ashiok Dream Render, 1 Is It Staticaster, 3 Monastery Mentor, 1 Stone Rain, and 1 Vendilion Click. Stone Rain. Are we going direct Stone Rain?
Yes. Yeah. Travis likes the old, and I'm pretty sure they're beta Stone Rain. So
So they're better. They're definitely better. I mean, you saw those
yeah,
lightning
they
bolts.
kill more lands.
They
when
they,
they're older,
they
for
kill the
sure.
lands deader when they're beta.
Yeah.
This is a fact. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I missed the name. It was just moved. Davidoff? Missed
You
it.
know what we're gonna do? We actually
What are
can.
we doing?
We can do a quick.
We're doing something, guys. It's going to be great.
That's Travis's list.
That's Travis's list. Check it
So
out.
I don't know if everybody can read it, but
Post Oko Jeskai. Like we're noting.
4 snaps, 2 Narsets, 2 Teferis, 2 Jaces, 1 Teferi, so 7 Planeswalker package.
I think probably Narset's coming out.
Yeah, the
I can't
removal suite
imagine.
that you expect: 4 pass, 4 bolts, 4 ops, the
Spell
1-up
Snare's going to
spell
come out.
snare, 4 force of negation, so Travis does
Yeah.
not want to get cheesed out. Couple
He's lactose
colonnades,
intolerant.
couple Field of Ruins, which can be very good in this matchup, 2 Mystic Sanctuaries.
Yeah.
So that's what Travis is. That's his Travis's Jeskai right now.
Yep. Ashiok very good here. Absolutely.
Yes, the flash freeze that Travis was very happy that he's
ready
he's
for
a
flash
big
freeze.
proponent of flash freeze.
It's good
over,
here. It's good here.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are running Ether Gust for the same reason, which is sort of a after the fact flash freeze,
Right.
memory lapse hybrid thing. Notably, actually works against Cavern of Souls. Here we've got Ashiok 2 lands opt. You gotta flash that a little slower, Travis. But we had a bunch of good stuff in there. We had the opt path, Ashiok Force Bolt. 2 lands. I love that hand. Hand's great. And in consideration for Vendilion Click. I think it's too slow to hit an Amulet. It can't hit lands. Travis is on the play, but I don't know if you want to spend your turn 3 on the play clicking. All right, what has Quentin got to work with? He's got a Beast Within, Primeval Titan, a Azusa Lost But Seeking, a Castle Garen Brig, a Forest, a Talaria West, and whatever this card in his hand is. It's a Mystical Dispute, which is going to the bottom of the library. Don't want to keep too much interaction in a hand where you're going down on cards. Don't want to lose out on your plan. Travis shocks the Steam Vents Pass is going to cast that opt end to turn or that bolt if he sees a Tribe Scout. Here's Talaria West, pass it back. Picked up a second Castle Garen Brig there. Here's the opt.
Likes what he sees and finds a colonnade.
Looks like he saw the flash freeze and picked it up.
Okay, that's pretty solid. Sitting on a plains in hand. So Ashiok can hit the battlefield next turn. Would you run it out if Quentin has open mana?
I guess we are. I don't think he's considering dispute. He may have been considering something like stroke. Looks like Cleek did come in. And that would have been the turn
would
for
have
it.
liked to see Travis
Ugh.
Cleek on end step and then run the Ashiok
Yeah.
after taking a look at Quentin's hand.
Getting super punished for that. So here's Hand War Battlements coming in off Azusa Lost But Seeking. Quentin, no more lands to capitalize on those land drops, but he's sitting on 2 Primeval Titans and a Beast Within. Bolt Azusa, but she's done her work. No Amulet, no bounce land, doesn't really matter.
I think Bolt probably made sense there. You do know that Quentin's probably not sitting on... I guess Quentin could be sitting on an amulet in that case and a bounce land and have chosen not to put the bounce land out, but it seems unlikely.
Yeah.
And Azusa's not doing a ton on the board here, but I guess Travis's Bolt is not doing a ton to Primeval Titans either.
That's
So
the thing, is pretty much Azusa and Sakura Tribe Scout are the only targets for those bolts. So if you're not hitting those, they're not hitting anything. Travis
so
debating a clique, I think, in step
yeah,
here.
I think we definitely run it out. The question is, do you clique yourself or Quentin here?
I think you click Quentin. Your hand actually is in pretty good shape with the flash freeze and the path, and you're going to want to know what you're up against
Yep.
so you can correctly line up those answers. That Ashiok was rough. I just don't think Travis had dispute on his mind at all, just because Amulet lists used to run like negate and stroke, though he could have had a negate as well.
2 Titans and a Beast within. So Travis has a real decision here because if we bottom a Titan, Quentin gets to draw another card. So, and Quentin is the limiting resource right now is lands.
Did he just pick up another? Oh, Quentin, stop
Yeah,
that. He
Quentin
just picked up another
ripped the
Primeval
Titan
Titan.
off the top.
Quentin has everything Walebski here. Sorry, Quentin.
I mean, Quentin will need to find a land here.
He does.
You can't just have threats, but the deck is so full of lands that
Seems likely enough.
Are we on 3 prime times, even though 1 was put on the bottom?
I think we are.
That's insane. I believe Quentin should have taken damage there.
Yes.
So Quentin's saying there at 11.
See you soon, Fuzzy to Wuzzy. And hello, Lemming Messiah and everybody else in chat.
So Travis did grab a Cryptic here. Quentin has now found enough lands to activate the Castle Garenbrig and toss a prime time out.
It will eat a Cryptic command.
Yep.
Or a Flash Freeze, rather. Still got Cryptic mana.
Interesting.
Bam.
Travis
Getting beat up by that
choosing to go with
Azusa.
the Flash Freeze here.
Travis not operating his life total. Can I shame him yet? He didn't take one off that Azusa.
You want to give him a little life
I'm
total
gonna go-
reminder?
I'm gonna go shame our co-caster. Travis, update your life total. And we're caught up. Bringing in some Pioneer version of the Pioneer deck into Modern. Haven't looked at it. The artifact suite in Modern is a lot better, and you have access to things like dredgers, so there are a lot of other angles to explore. I mean, you could just look at the Pioneer deck and see how to spruce it up, but I haven't thought about it myself.
I honestly have thought about it a little bit, but I felt like maybe the Twiddle Storm axis of it would be the better version to incorporate Breach into than to kind of try and use some of the worst cards that I see as worst cards in Pioneer that are pretty easily disrupted in Modern.
So here we go. Travis firing off that Cryptic command for the second Primeval Titan. Quentin picked up another Mystical Dispute, so I believe we sent one to the bottom and drew 2 more. So that's all 3 Mystical Disputes out of his sideboard.
Yeah.
He hasn't shuffled his library. We know he has third Titan in hand. He's had a third Titan in hand for a turn or two, including having bottomed one off of the clique where he immediately drew the replacement. So Travis responds to...
Oh, interesting.
How did we do that?
Travis drew the Field of Ruin here.
What did we just do? I missed the ability to get around the Mystical Dispute.
The Mystical Dispute resolved and countered the Cryptic, and then the Flash Freeze targeted
Oh, we had
Titan.
another Flash Freeze?
It was put on top by the
Oh,
Mystic
got it,
Sanctuary.
with the Mystic Sanctuary. Thank you. Sorry, we're talking about a few things. I missed
And
that
I
one.
want to say that Quentin took 3 again and should be at 5 here.
So Travis going to field over in the hand war battlements.
But maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna leave it at 8. Just let the players.
Correct in noting that if Travis had led Flash Freeze, not Cryptic Command, he could have paid for the dispute and been up a card. But that would have required him to fire off the Mystic Sanctuary to get the Flash Freeze back, which he'd used on the previous Titan. And I'm not sure I love that line because it just. He would have had to top it with the Mystic Sanctuary.
Travis
Now
is
how
going
we're
to be,
drawing
I'm
it.
sure, quite upset to see Quentin with the
Third
third
Primeval
natural prime
Titan.
time
Oh,
when
God.
Travis knows there's one on the bottom. I mean, that's
I'd tilt.
that's a yeah, that's
Straight
I
off the
mean, if you're
planet.
Quentin, you're very happy. That's definitely the type of draw that you need to beat Travis in a game like this. And it's still possible that it won't be enough as running out prime time here. You're not going to be able to give it haste, and Travis has the colonnade able to come in the air as well as the V click next turn. So if you're not able to hold up Beast Within, you might just be dead if you're Quentin.
Yeah, I think that, we've been talking all about fighting through these Primeval Titans because they're such big haymakers, but in the meantime, Click's been getting in for a Lightning Bolt a turn.
Right. And the other thing of note is even if Quentin has Radiant Fountain and is able to play Prime Time and go up to 7, the Colonnade plus the Clique is still enough to finish Quentin off.
So
at
here's
7.
the Beast Within to try to reset the Click and avoid that one hit, but it goes ahead and eats a Force of Negation, and then Click gets in for 3 and a Lightning Bolt finishes it off. So there you go. Jeskai Control taking down game 2, just stalling and getting in for 3. It's some honest magic right there.
Yeah, so German Gario, Quentin could get Ghost Quarter, but would need. I guess Quentin had the available land drop, so could get Ghost Quarter plus a bounce land, bounce the Ghost Quarter, replay it, and then take care of the Colonnade. So I guess that would be definitely a viable line.
I didn't see if he had a second Beast Within. Maybe I'll spot it and I missed it, but
Certainly a fun match to watch.
absolutely. Yeah, that is the other thing is if he goes ahead and takes the Ghost Quarter line to get rid of the Colonnade and then Path to Exile takes out the Titan, he's just sitting on nothing and
He had, I
Travis
believe,
still
a
has
Summoner's
the
Pact in hand and had that final Titan on the bottom of the library, but um, I'd certainly like Travis's position in that game.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a lot of play here. Sometimes the Amulet deck just sort of rolls over things, and there's not a lot to do. It's like you can find your hoser, you can't, but there's a lot going on with this Jeskai matchup.
Right, and post board, the Amulet list really has to kind of board into some pieces that generally make the deck slower,
Mm-hmm.
like Mystical Dispute, because there are so many haymakers that just shut this deck down.
Yeah. Going to draw up some hands for game 3 here. See if Quentin has another ridiculous draw. He's been doing well tonight. That's 2 Summoner's Pact and a Dryad, Bounce Land Tracker,
It's
Prime
pretty
Time.
bad. That's going back.
Yeah. 1 Bounce Land, only land. All payoffs. 2 Monastery Mentor. We brought in Monastery Mentor. Lightning Bolts. Yeah, I'm not sure you want the double Monastery Mentor hand here. 4 lands, 2 Mentor, 1 Bolt. I don't think that's... I think...
I don't
Oh!
like it. I don't like it on the draw.
I don't like it on the draw either, and that is where Travis is, but he is going to hang on to it. He's got a plan. I
Okay.
don't see that plan, but Travis does. The plan it appears to be casting Monastery Mentor on turn 3, but what do I know?
Quentin with a very, very solid hand. So
Yikes.
Quentin's missing the payoff here, but has a Once Upon a Time in hand.
So
but
he's not
also
missing the
has, right, potentially.
So he's got Cavern Simic Growth Chamber. Oh, there's Dryad and Primeval Titan. Did I miss that?
No Primeval Titan.
Okay.
So
But he's
we're
got
still going to
Dryad.
be missing a payoff. But we'll get Dad Bod Dryad. in the meantime.
Dead bod. We named Snake with Cavern of Souls, played a Sakura Tribe Scout. We've also got an Amulet and a Dryad in hand. The snake is dead. It ate a bolt. You see, Amulet goes over the top, so you might have to go under them, but it goes over the top so fast that I'm not thrilled with Monastery Mentor as like a way to go fast and get under
Right.
a deck that's casting a 6/6 on turn 3.
Yep.
So that's the problem with that. You cast Monastery Mentor on 3, they cast Primeval Titan, not good. Also, notably, he kept 2 Monastery Mentor with no other spells than the Lightning Bolt. He's picked up a Path and a Bolt here, but when he had that keep, he didn't have a lot of triggers for the Mentor.
And also, Amulet goes over the top in very specific circumstances. Like, those circumstances involve resolving a Primeval Titan. And there are ways and there are games where a control player can keep Primeval Titans from resolving. Obviously, with Cavern of Souls, it does make it more difficult.
Yeah. Which is, I think, the reason that a lot of people are opting for Ether Gust over something like Flash Phase. The bounce trigger has not been resolved, but we are responding to it. So this is noted. Gonna do some mana dice. I don't have a lot in hand, so we've got a beast within a dad bod. Nothing to beast. Here's the bod.
Can transmute this turn if Quentin wanted to.
Disinterested.
It would put that Simic Growth Chamber in play and it would stay in play. So
I'm not about that life.
yeah, yeah. After seeing that Travis has, I don't think Quentin hasn't seen Stone Rain, but did see the Field of Ruin last game.
Yes.
And you are looking at 4 mana production next turn with the Dryad out, so I can get behind Quentin's line.
There's also an argument for using that growth chamber when you can in order... you want to keep that bounce land around with the amulet, but if you can find another way to hang on to it, bouncing and resetting that cavern is quite strong.
Yes.
But he's resolved the Dryad, so he's got options.
Picks up a Plains. Are you just slamming a Mentor? I mean, if you kept
got
the
no other
Mentor
business.
hand,
Yeah, you're going for
I
it.
feel like you have to do it.
You had a plan, sir. Let's
Right.
execute it. So then you play Mentor. Next turn, you can play another Mentor in Path or Bolt. But I guess he's considering whether or not he needs to remove that Dryad right now, or if he wants to be cheeky and hope that he can catch Quentin on a greedy pact, because I know that one of Travis's personal hobbies is murdering amulet players with their own pact triggers, deciding not to go for the Mentor. I don't know. Oh, here's the pact.
Right on time.
Right on time. Travis just waiting for the greed. Like a shark. Gonna consider his lack of responses.
Yeah.
He's not gonna respond, but
Quentin
he's
has
gonna go ahead and
not
let him
been
think.
afraid to play into things.
Travis always bowled with Jeskai in 2020. Travis always playing Jeskai. How many years it has been, I do not know. But he is just that kind of guy.
Yeah. He's our Jeskai guy.
So Quentin picks up the Primeval Titan off the pact. Oh, this is going to be so sweet. If Quentin decides to get greedy here, this is going to be highly satisfying. All right, Quentin plays the Simic Growth Chamber, floats the mana. Travis. Oh, don't do it now. Don't do it now, Travis. You got to wait, because if you let him know that he doesn't get the Dryad, he's going to go ahead and fetch the green sources to pay the pact. But I think he's trying to figure out if he's going to do it anyway. No, he's just going to go for it. Okay. What do you think the likelihood would have been that Quentin does not fetch another green source if he thinks he's hanging on to the... Oh, no, it's fine, actually. Travis had it right, because even if Quentin had fetched off the Titan before knowing that he was going to lose the Dryad, the path itself will give him the second green source, so there was no point. And so this prevents the Valakut dealy.
Travis is he's selling that he has something, but I honestly feel like This may just be it unless Travis can rip something very good off the top immediately.
Yeah, he's got a bolt. He's got two mentors. Really questionable keep.
And Quentin does take the field line this game. I think rightly kind of reacting to the current board state. Um, last or game one decided not to, given that he only had four different land types in play in this game, realizing that we can hit exactly 7 with the 7 lands in play. So I'm on board.
Yep. This does not seem good for Travis.
Yeah, Travis is he's been definitely bluffing well here, but it's just Quentin has not like taken any of the
Nope.
of Travis's kind of gamesmanship. He's just
Just
playing
called
into
it
things, and
over and over
Travis
again.
does rip a path off the top, but I think that with the Field of the Dead in play, the writing might be on the wall for this game.
Yeah, that's
Although
not enough.
Mentor can race Field of the Dead,
Mentor
so
can raise Field of the Dead.
um,
There is no Ether Gust. Travis has opted for Flash Freeze, which we have noted has some disadvantages that are sitting on the battlefield right now. So here's the path for the Titan. Here comes another zombie, and here comes another monk token. Notably got the actually pretty hard to acquire monk prowess tokens.
yeah, they are tough to find. I made ones with little Pikachus.
Aw. I really want to see that Stone Rain. Show me the Stone Rain.
Yeah, we might not see it this game, and I honestly don't really think Travis wants to draw it. I think at this point, just hoping to chain together
I,
like ops.
when I said show me the Stone Rain, I don't mean because it's good. I mean because it's beta.
Yes.
All right. Quinn's got a Beast Within. Nothing else. But that Field of the Dead. It's going to keep doing work. But Travis, again, might have game here.
Yeah, Field of the Dead without an engine to actually put a lot of zombies in play is not. I mean, it is a thing, but Travis can certainly outrace this with a decent draw step if Quentin can't put something significant on the board here. And Amulet is not what Quentin
No.
wants to see.
Not good here. Stone Rain is just one red, so he does have the red sources. Again, that was a side point. Vibe Pizza correct. It is better than the others. Quentin gets in with some zombies. Travis gonna go ahead, fix his life total, taking so much shame.
It's actually not terrible for Travis here
No.
with the backup mentor in hand.
No.
The 3/3 can trade profitably with a zombie token if Travis would like. And I think that probably Travis is going to need to keep stuff back here. So,
I don't like playing the amulet and beast withining it and leaving the mentor on the board. That only makes sense if you know Travis has the other mentor, which I don't think Quentin has a reason to believe that he would have kept a
right.
2 mentor hand.
No.
Because we didn't think he should have kept a 2. Sorry, Travis. What'd you get, Quentin?
He's keeping us in the dark.
He just always has it, so I assume he has it.
Okay.
Oh, that'll do. That's two zombies.
I mean, Travis
Got it.
is in a decent spot here. I mean, if Quentin swings here, he gets blown out pretty good.
Oh my god. If he wins with this double mentor lightning bolt keep, then I will be humbled and pleased.
Yeah. I'm with you. And so we do have the islands required for Mystic Sanctuary here. So we could Mystic Sanctuary. Oh, I don't like the Mystic Sanctuary options though. It's
You don't-
bolt or paths.
But you don't want to just keep triggering the mentor and get this game over with, because I think
I
because
do,
like
but
Quentin has so many good top decks. I actually think Travis is correct here that he does not want to be playing a super responsive game from this point where Quentin is empty-handed and has so many good top decks. I think Travis really wants to just be killing Quentin. So
Fair.
here's another monk and some prowess triggers. So fetching that is going to make a 2/2, but the 2/2 will die blocking any of these creatures. So we've got what? 2 off the mentor. Mentor prowess, once mentor, 1 power, 2 powder.
Mentor should be a 3/3.
Okay, so mentor's a 3/3, blocking the mentor.
Yeah.
Gonna take 2, 4, 7 here. So Travis just trying to close this game.
Yeah. I do believe that the cavern currently is still on Scout.
Snake, yeah.
Snake or whatever it was. So I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, if Travis, interesting. So click on
The draw step.
Okay.
Here's the
So
snake.
now the bolt makes a lot of sense.
Yes. He opts to let him have the snake. Can't counter it.
Does
Gets in there.
Quentin does remember that the cavern is still on Snake. So
Sakura Tribe's got pretty much the worst.
Yep.
Unless Quentin rips a bounce land.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, probably worse than a land here.
Yep. We swinging. Gonna block a beast. Get in for 8. Quentin at 4. With a very wide board and a flying Vendilion Clique. This looks very good for Travis.
Travis is going to be
All
so
right.
giddy if he wins this
He's
game.
totally
It's
going to
just
win on
be-
the double mentor lightning bolt keep, and I salute him for
Oh,
that.
it's
And he
just gonna
gets
be-
there.
It's just going to be.
He's going to be
we shouldn't let
insufferable.
him in the booth.
We should go get him in here.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
All
We
right,
should
all right.
just immediately find a
All right.
backup match. No, we're gonna go. We're gonna go bring Travis back to the booth.
You want to come in the booth, Travis?
He's gonna be over the moon. Old Travis guy is gonna be happy to talk about his
All right.
double mentor keep. Chat. Here's the deal, though. When Travis comes into the booth, you have to be on my team when we give him some guff about the double mentor keep. We're gonna let him have his happiness, but we're definitely not gonna.
We're going to grill him about
Yeah,
it. We're
we're
gonna be like,
gonna-
what was going through your mind when you kept that in?
Mhm.
And was it, I just want to be out of this match and lose quickly?
Yeah.
But here we go. It got there, but I really want to know the reasoning on it. I'm going to hand off my headset here to Travis.
Travis is in the booth, looking at currently at 2-0, 2-0 at Guardian Games Modern Mondays. Travis had a hankering for
playing some Magic.
Yeah, Travis really wanted to play some Magic tonight. So Travis, it wasn't me, but chat thought that your 2 mentor keep was a little suspect.
Okay.
It was me. I thought it was suspect.
Yeah, so it was a real thinker on if I keep that or not. My thought on if I mulligan to 6, I'm playing an opponent who has like Mystical Disputes. I saw those. I'm imagining they have some other blue counters, and they're going to try to fight on the stack, especially with Veil of Summer. It can be rough when you're down cards, because I'm going to want to have like a counter spell, Force of Negation, plus another blue card to pitch, and then I'm like have nothing left over. My plan was thinking that he's probably siding out some number of like ramp. Like usually they'll keep in the Dryads and maybe side out, some of the other play multiple land effects. So I thought, well, if I don't die in like the first couple turns, Mentor is good. Devil Mentor is great because I have a bolt, and then that can beat like a Field of the Dead game pretty easily. And I do just lose to their best hands, but I'm not getting my best hand going to 6, and it's like very playable.
Okay.
And all the rest of the cards on my deck are good, and I have 4 lands and can rebuy bolts if I want to be really aggressive.
Well, yeah,
So-
you put them in there. That's why they're good, right? That's why you put the cards in the
Yeah,
deck.
I mean, just generally every card I draw out of my deck against that matchup after sideboard, when I take 9 cards out and put 9 cards
Right.
in, like they're all going to be relevant cards.
Right.
So
Yeah, you're not going to see as Quentin did, the Sakura Tribe Scout that hits you late in the game. Which
yeah, there's not a lot of error, and even your lands are good because drawing fetch lands gets you spells that are in your graveyard. So
Mhm. Go ahead, Urchin. Yeah.
Ben, I was just going to ask, you chose to run Flash Freeze over Aether Gust. I want to hear the logic on that when you know Cavern of Souls is a factor.
sure, that I feel like Cavern's really good, but Aether Gust doesn't ever really deal with things. Like putting a Titan on top of the deck is like you're not winning games doing that, because they're more the land triggers are in the current iteration are more important than actually swinging with a 6/6. And the flash freeze, nat flash freeze is you can counter a Summoner's Pact, you can just counter a Dryad, and just anything in their deck. Plus, they're really kind of torn with the caverns on like what do you name. So maybe they name Dryad and can't bounce it when they play the Titan. So
That's fair enough. Do you think that the fact that Jeskai is a very slow deck contributes to that choice as well?
I feel like when Oko was a card, Aether Gust was super relevant because a lot of times you just have to get Oko off the table. But now that that's not the case, a lot of times I'd rather have a card like Flash Freeze where you side it in against Burn and it's great, or against any red or green decks. Like I sided in against Jund and it's fine there too. If you hit a Rin 6 if you're on the play. So
Yeah.
I feel like it has better utility than Aether Gust does, like right now, but not when Oko is around.
All right. I can buy that. Also, we talked a little bit about your tattoo because we could peep it a little bit on camera. So if you wanted to show it off, it's up to you. We're not going to make you show off your arm, but if you wanted to, the fans are interested.
Okay, well, I celebrated my 10-year anniversary in Portland, and so I thought I would get a tattoo of Mount Hood, so maybe I'll go out on that one if folks want to check it out. I think.
That's so good. Oh my God, I love it.
I know, I really really like the folks at Icon Tattoo down in North Portland. Super sweet place to go, and yeah.
All right, well, thanks for popping into
Cool.
the booth, Travis.
Yeah, thanks for chatting. Wish I could stick around.
No, you got to go win some more. You are too. Oh, so take it down tonight.
He has more two mentor hands to keep though. more double mentor hands to do some beatdowns with. He'll be busy. We might see him at the 4-0 table tonight. We'll see. Or else we might see him drinking at the bar at the 2-2 table. Depends. Ends up.
All right. Well, we switched sides.
Yeah, I'm Travis Cooper.
Have we had it wrong the whole
Jeskai
night?
control player, and yeah, we were all wearing plaid. Not planned. That's not part of the caster rule book. It just
No,
happens. It's just
we're
a thing
solid
that
like
happens
that.
here in Portland. We want to put our plattest foot forward
All
or
right.
something.
So